Hello, this is Reiko, and I am here with Michele Knotz.
Hello.
And we're going to ask a few questions if you
Cool.
don't mind. All right. So the...
Done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love
Okay.
your bow, by the way. It's so cute.
Oh, thank you. All right, here we go. How does it feel to be back in Ohio at Ohayocon at that?
Yay! Thank you so much for having me back, Ohayocon. I love you guys. I love this area. And I love that you have it in winter when it's freezing and everybody wants to freeze. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm from New Jersey, so I know all about the snow. And we didn't get too much, and hopefully you guys will be okay. So, but thank you so much for having me back. I love you guys. I love Ohayocon. I love the convention center is huge, which is great because, you know, you're not like crammed into some tiny little space or anything. You know, lots of room, lots of food downstairs. It's awesome. I love the fans. I love the people. I love the staff. You guys are awesome and great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me back. I'd love to come back next year, too.
Awesome. So the next question is, what does it mean to you to be such a big part of Pokemon?
It means oodles and oodles of money. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. I've been working on Pokemon now for like 10 years. We're on season 18. It's like nuts. I love it because like I get to see like the new generations of fans that are like, you know, like the young kids. It's geared, you know, even though there's older fans like 20 and 30 year olds, you know, it's geared for like, you know, like 8 or like 7 to 14, and it's so great to see them as they grow up. And then like there's the new generation. See what I did there? See what I did there? The new like generation of fans, and it's really great to see. It's like oh, I just did some autograph signings, and I met some guy, and he's like I loved watching this. You know, I started watching like 8 years ago, and I'm like, oh my god, this because I've been doing this for like 10, 11 years, and it's like, holy cow, wow, that's really great. So it's really cool to see like the younger generations grow up and see, how everything progressed and everything. It's really cool. It's an awesome experience.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. And it is sometimes tough to switch back to other series after so much work on Pokemon.
Not really. I mean, I love playing like different roles. I love doing different things. I work on like telephone prompts and audiobooks and video games and all different kinds of things, and it's great because you're not just sitting in, I don't want to say stuck because like that's a bad word to use, because you're not stuck because you want to do it. So it's like you're not staying in just like one role all the time. Like you get to play like all these different kinds of roles, which is great. So, and it really helps like your acting chops, because it's like, oh, okay, now I'm going to play somebody totally completely different, which is good. So definitely keeps like your acting skills on par and like always changing all the time. So that's really good. Yeah.
Awesome. You gotta stay refreshed on that
gotta
too.
Stay fresh. Gotta stay, yeah, definitely.
Let's see. How do you enjoy the interaction with the fans at your panels?
I love the fact I created this panel. It's called Knotz Your Everyday Panel, like Michele Knotz, Knotz Your Everyday Panel. Little play on words with my name. And it's great. It's like a talent show. So what I do is I have like a bunch of prizes. I have like manga, posters, cool stuff to give away. Everybody comes up. Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you act? Can you beatbox? Can you juggle? Can you hula hoop? I've had like interpretive dance people come in. It's awesome. They come in and they do their thing and they get a prize. There's no losers. There's only winners. And I love it because like I got an email from one girl. She wrote to me and she said, I just want to let you know that your panel inspired me to audition for America's Got Talent. I was like, what? I started like crying at my computer when I got this email. I was like, oh my God. And she auditioned and she didn't get to make it to the TV round, but she made it through like the first round. There's so many rounds that you have to go through because she got like really, really nervous. So, but she's like, I want you to know, thank you so much for, she said like the encouragement, and she tried to get over her fear of auditioning for things like because of my panel, which was like, holy cow, I just do it for fun, it's just like, I want to give like prizes to the fans and everything. And I'm bawling like at my computer when I read this from her. It was so cool. sad that she didn't get to make it to the TV round, but that's okay. I'm like, you know what? You could try again next year. I'm like, that's okay.
As a talent person, that's how it is. You got to keep trying.
Right, exactly. You just got to keep doing it, keep at it. Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. No.
All right, let's see. Speaking of fans, how was your time at Derpycon?
Derpycon was awesome. I love Derpycon. Derpycon was cool. It was like a smaller con, so you get. I mean, I love the big cons too, but like the smaller cons, you get to interact a little bit more with the fans, which is cool. And it was Derpycon, but I mean, I guess it's not just centered toward My Little Pony. It's more. It is like anime and video games and things like that. But what was cool is like, because they knew that I got to do a little voice matching thing for the Memobots My Little Pony, which was so much fun. And I'm like, oh, well, I have that. There you go. That's a My Little Pony thing. Yeah. There you go. So that was really cool. I like Anthony, the con chair, he was amazing. Everybody was awesome. And what was really cool about Derpycon, the key cards to get into your hotel room were like the Derpycon logo and their mascot and everything. Oh, I was like, that's so cool. So it's like the badge was like the key card to get into the hotel room. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that. I was like, that is so cool. So that was a really cool con. I loved it. I love you, Derpycon. Have me back next year. No. Shameless self-promotion. No.
Oh, there is no shameless self-promotion.
There's only good promotion, right?
Yes. All right, let's see what we have here. Also, you're also a fan of My Little Pony as well?
I hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
As well as again.
I do. I love My Little Pony. They're so. Well, I grew up. Now I'm gonna show my age. I'm sorry. I grew up with like the My Little Pony. I think it was in like the 80s or 90s or something. The old and I used to collect them when I was a kid, and I'd brush their hair and make little braids with their tails and everything. So I love My Little Pony, and I love the new version. Like everybody, like Tara and Tabitha, and like everybody, like brings all of the characters like such energy and to life and everything. I love it. It's really cool. And I was glad that I saw it on, I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, and it was on Netflix. I'm like, ooh, I could like marathon it. That's great. So I do love My Little Pony, I must say. I do love.
And for your fans that want to learn more about you, where can they find you on the internet?
I have a website. My website it's real easy. It's just my name. It's michelleknotz.com. One L in Michelle, MICHELEKNOTZ.com. And I always keep it updated with like what conventions I'm going to be at and what I'm working on and my demos and things like that. So you can always like keep track of me there. I also like to try and keep up with Facebook. Just Michelle. I think I'm the only Michele Knotz out there. So you can just search Michele Knotz. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, like everything out there. So yeah, just like Google Michele Knotz and you can like find all these things on there. But I try to keep up with things. Twitter I'm not so good with. I need to keep better on Twitter. Usually I'll post when something new comes out. I'll post it on Twitter and then I'll like, oh, I forgot about Twitter. Like I didn't post like for 3 weeks or something. So I'm better with Facebook. That's on my phone. I gotta put Twitter on my phone.
That helps.
So yeah, so website, Facebook, Twitter. I have an email address on there, so send me an email. I love to chat with people when I can find the time. So, yeah.
And any current or upcoming roles that you can tell us about at this time?
Let's see. I have an audiobook that just came out, which is really cool. It's called Fierce Creatures. It's by A.W. Hartoin, and it's really cool. It's like Lord of the Rings meets like the secret world of Arrietty. It's like fairies and trolls and monsters and elves and like all this crazy. And it's really, really cool. You can listen to it like at work or when you're traveling. Like that's a good thing about audiobooks. It's like, it helps to pass the time better, go faster. So this is a new series that I'm working on. It's really cool, very fantasy sci-fi. The next one is called A Monster's Paradise, and that'll be coming out probably next month. That's the next book in the series. And then I'll be working on the next book after that, so it's going to be really cool. It's a good series. I have a web series coming out. It's called I Am Centaur. It's kind of like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, if you know that. It's kind of like that. It's going to be really funny. And I play this blue alien girl. Her name is Asuka. And she's really like, she's very kind of snarky and sarcastic, and she's really cool. And she's like, she kind of like hates men, and she's always like, oh, it's because a man said it, isn't it? You know, she's very like, she's hilarious. I love her. But the other characters are so funny too. It's created by Paul Crawford, and it's going to be a really cool web series. We just worked on episode 1, and that should hopefully be coming out soon. That's going to be really cool. There's a couple of video games that I can't talk about yet. I'm so sorry. I wish they would have announced it like before I came here, but certain things like you can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Pokemon, obviously. The Smash Brothers game came out, so I'm like Snivy, Gardevoir, Latios, and Latias in that. And that's for the Wii U and the DS. So, oh, geez, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The audiobook is like the big thing that I'm working on right now.
What age range is it geared for?
The audiobook? It's like for teens. I mean, adults can listen to it too. You know, it's geared more towards like maybe like 10 to 15 year olds. It's very like fairies and trolls and things like that. So but I'm sure like people here like this age, they would love it too, you know. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else is there. I can't think. Oh, Y2K. I could talk about Y2K. Yes. Y2K is a video game coming out. It's going to be very cool. It's made by ACKK, ACK Studios. It's about like the year 1999, and it's like it's going to, you know, oh my God, all the computers are going to blow up because of the year 2000. So it's kind of like that, and it follows this guy Alex. And he meets this girl, and she's kind of like a robot. It's really cool. It looks like a really cool game, and I think that's going to be on like all the platforms, like PS4, Xbox. I don't know about the Wii U though. Maybe, I'm not sure. PC, I think it's going to be for computers. That's going to be a really cool game too. Y2K. So yeah. I think that's all I can talk about for now. Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry. There's like an anime and a couple video games, but I can't talk about them yet. So, but check out my website or Facebook, and I usually post like all the time when I have new stuff coming out. So,
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. And that's everything.
thank you. Bye, Ohayocon. Love you.
Bye.